Whoa! Oh shit, I'm always on. What up, motherfuckers? Welcome back to another episode of the Night Drop Podcast. And today, it is my birthday for real this time, not fakies. It's my birthday. But we have two special guests. I'm gonna get the first one because, you know, Sucio. He always joins us.
What up, baby? It's Sucio, aka Cerberus, aka Top Boy Supreme, aka Lesbian Wolverine, aka Kobika-chan, aka boyfriend of everybody's mom. Thank you for having me back to another episode of Night Trap Podcast.
AKA Slow Vampire. But we have a very special guest for this because it is, I mean, it's not really the anniversary of the Night Trap Podcast, but since it is my birthday, it's the anniversary of me, bro.
Yay! Cabezazo.
But I want to bring the person which I started this podcast with, well, this YouTube show with, Dr. Porno!
Del regreso de Doctor Porno.
Ah, 6 years back.
Está todo chingado el güey.
Don't touch, that's my special area.
Está todo chingado, güey.
I'll tell my mommy, that's my special area.
Get little
The
kids.
boo-boo's right
Puros
here.
besos, puros
He's the boo-boo.
So he left. He got
let me
Bane
tell.
grabbed him and fucking.
I left and I pretended I was Batman and Bane fucked me up.
So he's fucked a little bit.
So I move a little bit stiffer now.
But it's nice to have you back, mijo. I'm glad
Good to
for you
be
to
back.
be on the show again. Appreciate you always. Mad love. Now, today's episode is a very special episode, and tell them why it's a special episode.
It's a very special episode because when you fucking Google us, if you just put Night Trap, this is the first thing that comes up. If you put Night Trap Podcast, we're the first one to come up. But if you put Night Trap, of course, a video game comes up.
Yeah.
Sega CD video game, 32X, 3DO, bunch of other bullshit.
PS4 now.
I don't think it was Jaguar, but I'm sure the two you said, yeah, for sure.
3DO
Now
was
it's
later
PS4.
on. Now it's PS4, Switch, and fucking
It's
everything.
everywhere.
Almost celebrating its 30th anniversary. Almost. I think next year. I think it was made in 1993, so in 2 years. But
So before I go into the game though, let's explain why I fucking called it this shit.
please, I mean, only certain people know.
I mean, you
what's
can
in here.
tell, you know, I wear the mask. I was kind of going for that aesthetic.
He walks all crooked.
You were supposed to be the...
Yeah,
you're Yeah, it's
you're-
supposed to be the other way around now, but
You're one of those.
I'm the one that's walking like a cripple now. But
We need to get you a mask.
yeah,
He's an undead figure,
originally it
y'all.
was gonna be like that. You were supposed to be the so-called vampires from the game, but it turns out to look like a gimp.
Yeah. So it's actually called the Gimp mask. This shit.
Yeah.
But anyway,
It is.
so I found it. I found this fucking mask. Whatever.
laying around.
I decided to call it the Night Trap 2 because at the time when it came out, 1992, Night Trap. Well, it wasn't until '94 that fucking the Congress or whatever the fucking
The MSRP.
Senate.
Yeah.
They started fucking talking shit, saying that like it was lewd.
I find this segment deeply offensive and believe that it simply should be taken off the market.
It was sexual. It was violent, which is none of those.
It was just a
You could say it's
costume.
sensual.
Yeah, it's not sexy at all. Trust me.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it's violent at all either.
It's only a cock tease for me.
It's strange because they obviously tried to not make it sexual or violent. They did a lot of parameters to not get blocked, and the first thing they did
Was block
was
it.
put it up there with fucking Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
And now, thanks to Night
Mortal
Trap,
Kombat, I understand, bro. Which is we have.
Yeah, it's blood.
but thanks to the Night Trap, we have the fucking rating.
MSRP.
We have the MSRP.
No,
we have
ESRB.
the ESRB.
Yeah. So it goes from children to kids to teen
Now
to
we have
mature
a-
and adult only.
Adult.
Yeah, adult, and then I
E
think
for
there's an
everyone,
adult
yeah.
plus.
Because obviously they never played Leisure Suit Larry, but whatever.
Yeah, that one was fucking lewd.
That
That's
one
more
still-
pelada.
It still had censorship though.
I
Like
did-
another-
Yeah, a little bit.
But anyways, so I did that shit because that's what I wanted the podcast to be, kind of like a lewd, you know, don't give a shit. Copyright
He wanted it
strike
to
me.
be
I
the
don't care.
reason why there's a fucking ratings on podcasts, and
There's
our
so-
rating would be adults only, baby.
They're supposed to be fucking like the people in the game. Let's talk about the game. They're supposed to be fucking burglars, and we're supposed to be kidnapping these teenagers. But when they were recording it in 1987, they were like, well, we don't have like a lot of money for effects. We don't have a lot of this and that. So they decided to just make them into vampires. Since they couldn't fucking get violent, that's why they use like a fucking stick with a neck thing to like suck their blood.
Yeah.
You remember those little grava things from fucking Disney? The little sheep ones? It looks like that.
Yeah, so they just grab them from the neck and then they pull like a little syringe and like apparently that's their blood.
Right? That's how they suck the blood out.
And then they made them super slow. So that they would be like different from like regular vampires. So they make the vampires into fucking stupid ass like zombie.
Well, I mean, let's just step into the story a little bit. You're part of a strike force, the SCAT team. Don't look up what SCAT means.
I'm a SCAT man.
I thought it was cap. Like a fucking scab is scratch off.
Whatever it was, they took over.
Keep going.
they took over this vampires, this like vacation retreat that all these young people have been missing from. They tapped into that surveillance system and they're using it against their own fucking monsters to try to save these new kids, right? The whole point of the game is you are trying to save these kids from an operating room. Very, very much an overseer. You're very much doing quick time events. You're very much doing all these little fucking stories.
Well,
but you have to switch between the cameras.
These weren't quick time events.
Not in those days.
Because it's FMV, so it's a whole.
You couldn't see what's happening in those cameras.
You couldn't see what's happening. Yeah.
But
now the remake, it does.
There's a lot of good.
It's an interactive movie.
Yeah.
But which was we were watching
with a huge amount of memorization
that you have to just memorize.
So it's almost like Dragon's Lair, where you have to.
No, Dragon's Lair is easy, bro.
Well, you have to remember exactly like move left, move right. So
But it's easy though. Like you just press a button. This one you have to put the color and the fucking button at the right time.
So those fucking vampires are constantly changing that button on you, the color on you.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
You're being distracted.
There were two different vampires there, right?
No, the family is all vampires.
Yeah, but the family just move quickly. They kind of
they're like regular people.
Yeah. And the other ones are what? Like they're the Igor.
They're like it's a ghoul. It's an Nagor is considered a dead.
No, they're bullshits. But
there's only one time now. If you're
they're just crippled. That's what they are.
There's only one moment when they take the mask off and it's just like a little ketchup blood.
The best part about this game is the fucking cover, dude. Like,
yeah.
The best part about this game is the fucking song. Don't even get it wrong.
I'll put a clip on it. But the cover is fucking amazing. I mean, I love the drawn poster, not the actual one. That one kind of sucked. But I mean, this game, you know, it fucking became this fucking cultural phenomenon because of the ESRB shit. Because I think that it would have just gone unnoticed if it wasn't
it probably would have just died.
It probably
politics.
If it was not for the politics, you're right.
So in 2018, well, in 2017 they re-released it for PS4. In 2018 they re-released it for Switch. And limited run games came up with the physical edition for the Switch, and it sold out immediately. You can fucking eBay it.
Yeah, probably everyone who bought it
it's
just
like $80
buying that one.
I think they're about to do.
I think it's like $80 or
I think they're
more
about to do the.
Well, I was gonna talk about it, but not yet.
Okay.
But it sold out immediately because of the whole fucking. I don't think it's like that horrible of a game. It's hard. It's a hard game, and
it's hard because you gotta memorize all the things.
But I think it's fun. Like
it's
if
on
you're
the
with
level
your
of
friends and
Punch-Out
shit.
memorization, or a Battletoads memorization, where you are gonna get pushed.
I still think Battletoads.
Like when you guys played Corpse Killer, that it was like fast like that and all that shit. And you needed to do the right things. I think it's kind of fun because like people used to think that FMV, which full motion video, was gonna be the future of gaming, dude.
But no, and it got stuck right there.
Well,
thankfully,
I did play some cool games that were FMV. Even fucking Road Rash had FMVs, and it had like fucking what's it called? Fucking, and he just died, dude. The fuck is his name, dude? Soundgarden, dude. He didn't just die.
Chris Cornell.
But it had the Soundgarden soundtrack. That was like that was like the theme song for Road Rash, basically. But it had FMVs. Corpse Killer has FMV. there's like a shitload of fucking games back in those days that are so shitty. But I think that the ones that stand out for reals is Corpse Killer and Night Trap.
Night Trap are the two that came out. Me as a kid,
They kind of came out at the same time.
playing with my cousin and seeing these things and being floored. You were just like, holy fuck, I've never seen anything like this in my life.
Also, kids, before fucking Five Nights at Freddy's camera bullshit,
Yeah.
it was Night Trap.
You have
Be
to.
thankful for Night Trap.
There was a lot of predecessors to, because of
Five
Night
Nights at
Trap,
Freddy's.
a lot of things got its formula. A lot of things got its function, and because of it, you
It
know.
could be considered an origin.
Okay,
Absolutely.
What I can do say though is that
Don't know
Five
if
Nights
it
at
was the
Freddy's
first one.
is way fucking scarier. Night Trap's not scary at all.
It's not- they don't want it to be
Five Nights
scary.
at Freddy has just the pop-up thing that just...
No, not
That's
necessarily.
what it is.
I think with
Not
Night
necessarily because you're expecting somebody to come to your door.
Yeah.
So I think it's the more of the jump scare. I think it's that fucking tension and anticipation of like, when the fuck are they gonna show up?
Trap,
And
with this one too, with Night Trap at least, you're sitting there and you're watching these monsters pass by the traps. Now the queue, you only have 1 second to click it.
yeah,
And if you don't
I think
click
you
it,
have like
that's
3
it.
seconds, bro.
Yeah, so if you have slow fingers,
If you're
the
not
right game
there,
for
if you don't
You don't
recognize,
know the color.
you're seeing them come up to the girl and grab the girl. You're powerless. It gives you a sense of powerlessness that you can't
Basically,
do
if
shit
you're
about.
slow and colorblind,
Yeah.
you're fucked.
Well, it says their word right there, but it says purple, green, whatever. But they did record
You're
this
dyslexic.
in
you're screwed.
1987, and it,
With the poor deceased Dana Plato, the fallen angel who fell into some of the worst fucking rough times, did amateur pornography after
And I
this.
really
Now she's
good
gonna look it
porn,
up.
man. No, I
yeah,
saw
yeah.
her. Like
Yeah.
she was attractive, but not. She just went to the bad side of the amateur.
Yeah, she fell into some really rough times. So watching this playing the game is really strange because you're seeing somebody who was
In their
trying to
prime.
take off in their careers, fell into hard times, and then the game came out posthumously. I think
And
she
they
died
took
like
off,
92.
but
Yeah,
they-
it did come up.
and she took
posthumously.
off, but she took off to heaven, bro.
Yeah. Boom, 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 boom.
I wish it was in hell. That's
Well,
what
they
I'm
started in 1987, and it was gonna be a VHS game, bro. But the budget was so high for a VHS game, they were trying to figure out how they were gonna do it, that they just dropped it. And then 1992, Sega came in, bought the fucking movie, and
Yeah,
the
right.
rights.
Because
the rights.
they needed something for their new system, so they're like, here you go. What is it, Full Motion Games or what? I forgot the name of that.
FMV, yeah, full
Yeah,
motion
FMV.
video. So they released it for the Sega CD. It was fucking panned, fucking game.
I mean, $80, $90 back in those days. I mean, that game.
That was a lot of money back then.
that game was.
It's
I mean,
still
you're making
today,
$3.25 an hour back
Yeah.
in those fucking days.
I mean whatever it
It was
is.
back when the pizza was still $5 for an extra large.
So 1992, 1994, they get fucking taken away from Toys R Us, KB Toys, because of the whole,
Because of the fucking
thing,
politics.
whatever.
ESRB.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's stupid.
Because damn Congress didn't know what to bitch about back in 1990. Dig it too.
No, and there's a famous clip of one of the developers being like, "Hey, have you played the game?" And they're like, "No, it's too
Just
filthy."
put that clip.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, so you can fucking
For
just
historical
say,
purposes, put
Porpoises?
the fucking clip.
I'm gonna put a
porpoises.
Now,
At the end of the hearings, I walked up to Lieberman and I said to him, Senator, have you ever actually played this game? And he said, I don't have to. This is filth.
now, if they actually played the game, they would realize that you can't get past the first 10 minutes
and that there's nothing fucking
without
in it.
actually happening. You know, like
You know what the creepiest thing is, dude? At the beginning, that girl that's looking in the mirror, that's the creepiest thing.
Oh, the vampire lady?
Yeah, but you don't know that she's a vampire at the beginning. But
Yeah,
she's
you
just
can
like,
tell.
she's just like kind of like smiling and like being weird in the mirror or in the camera. No, it's a camera.
I think the creepiest part is that it forces you not to watch the story. Because you have to, anything that's a part of the fucking story, you are supposed to be distracted by it. And all you have to do is go to the other fucking places and make sure that those monsters come. But you don't get to enjoy the story at all. So if you're going to play this, initially for the first time, you're going to play it two ways. You're going to play it to watch the story.
You're gonna be DP'd on that.
You're going to fucking watching that story. Or you're just going to watch for monsters. There's no middle. There's never gonna be a middle part to it.
Well, if you want to watch the movie, it's on YouTube.
Please.
I think there's like various people put
the
various.
movie's about what, 25 minutes
No,
long?
it's 54 minutes.
No, I think the whole gameplay,
It's 54 minutes for the movie,
Well,
like itself. Just
the
you get
gameplay itself
everything,
is
bro.
30 minutes,
Yeah.
but the intro, the introduction fucking film and the outro is probably like 5 to 10 minutes each. So it's like 45 minutes altogether with all the fucking...
Well, I saw both because two people like uploaded it, I guess, and both are like 55 minutes for the full movie. Okay, so now that we said about like the full movie and all that shit, so limited run games right now it's actually gonna be out like I mean, you can buy it now, but you probably won't get it until 6 months. 6 months, bro.
Yeah.
But
it takes
pre-order
them a while.
right now.
It's the original Sega CD, the original Sega 32X. If you want to buy those, there's no more Switch or anything of that shit. But the cool one that I think is the big bundle that has both of them. Then it comes, dude, with a Blu-ray of the movie. It has a Blu-ray of the movie that comes in a fucking like VHS
So
tape.
were
kind of
they
thing.
able to just clean it out that good to
It-
put Blu-ray, or
yeah.
are we just talking DVD?
It's actually
quality?
really clean on the Switch. Like it looks really clean compared to
Yeah,
like the original.
that one you had me playing was actually really...
The original shit looked fucking crappy.
It was fucking terrible.
So it has those two games. It has I think it has the soundtrack. It has a Blu-ray movie, and in the Blu-ray movie you could actually play the fucking game, bro. So
With the controller, or
with the
just,
Blu-ray, yeah.
Oh, the Blu-ray controller.
Is that right?
yeah.
Man,
So you could actually do all that shit because like technology has come so much that now probably.
Next time we're gonna see them
the
VR.
retro future is here, y'all.
So I mean, it's a cool one. I think it's like $80 or $90 for the big fucking.
Can't wait for that Night Trap podcast.
Yeah, I
that
ain't
Night
paying
Trap
for that shit.
brain implant. So it just goes straight into my head.
So it's my birthday. If you want to send it to me, no, I'm just kidding. No, I don't want that shit. I don't even know where to play it, bro.
Yeah, you can send it to me and it counts as his birthday.
But there's another thing though. Like if I bought the game because we had to play it before we could talk about it and shit. So I bought the game for $5 in the eShop on a sale. I fucking see it on sale like every other month, bro. So if you want to get it, you really are curious about it. Wait for the sale, dude. $5.
Or just watch the movie on YouTube.
I think it's $15 if there's no sale, which is not bad. But I mean, if you really want to play it, but if you're just curious about it, either watch the movie like you said, or $5, bro. That's the most I fucking spend.
if you end up buying this in any version, you will end up watching the movie and appreciating it for all its campiness, all its ridiculousness, and then at the same time, like, it has genuine moments of suspense. There are moments when you sit there and you're invested in the characters because you're playing this game over and over and over again, trying to remember the patterns, remember where all the monsters are. You're obviously seeing all.
Or
the,
just watch somebody else play it.
You're
on
seeing all
YouTube.
the story. You're seeing all the story,
That's
and then
what
you
people do
turn it back.
nowadays.
It's
Might
such
as
a
well.
weird contrast.
I mean, I kind of love this game just because of the fact of the cultural fucking
The impact of it.
the
baby.
impact of it, the whole fucking stigma of it. That like
Yeah, it would be
Probably-
more stigma than impact.
probably kids were more of like, I want to play this shit because they're saying it's sexual and
There's
it's saying
movies
it's
in it.
violent.
There's
And
no
And you
movies
get
in it.
disappointed.
There's nothing.
It's not sexual.
I'm not saying that those ladies aren't attractive. They're beautiful. The women are attractive.
What about the guys, motherfucker?
I mean, those motherfuckers are handsome
Well,
as a motherfucker, boy.
well,
Well,
I've always
they're
wanted to
good-looking
be a
guys.
vampire.
I was always in love with the ogre.
Con que me muerda aquí.
Me
estoy
gustan
bien.
los crepos, me gustan los
do you
crepos.
like the crepos?
Well, they got that Jimmy leg too.
But anyway.
When you walk like that, you
So
got
what?
that shape.
What do you give this game? I'm gonna go on the based on me, the fucking CEO of the Nitro podcast. So I'm gonna say an 8 out of 10. Not for gameplay, bro. Gameplay probably be like a
Overall,
No, gameplay.
2 out of 10, bro. I'm gonna give it a 2 just because it is fun. The first 5 minutes you play.
and then you immediately hit the frustration factor.
But
of
as a
not getting-
cultural fucking game, like a game of importance in the fucking, gaming industry and the nerdom of gamers.
Night-
Red Dawn.
especially out of the 90s, this is something that impacted,
So I'm gonna-
still impacts us.
So I'm gonna go with 8 out of 10, just because I think it was so impactful, dude, that I fucking named my fucking YouTube show, my
I
podcast.
thought you named it
That-
because it was a shitty game.
No, I named it because
We're gonna be a
And
shitty
because
show.
we're not gonna get
because I think it's cool. I mean, yeah, if we
charged
end up
about it.
if we end up being shitty, yeah, then okay,
Just blame the game, bro.
Yeah.
Just blame the game.
bro.
Plus, they
Our whole
charge
name,
us for using the name.
they can't because our whole name is Night Trap Podcast, not
Yeah, yeah.
Night Trap. So technically, I could be Metallica Podcast and not just Metallica.
They'll probably just find a way. Metallica.
Yeah, but Metallica.
Metallica will find a way.
Who even owns
to
fucking the rights to Night Trap?
I mean, it used to be Sega. I don't think it is now.
I think it's just an open license.
No, it has
Probably be just our neighbors.
It has the at the beginning of the game, but I don't think they give a shit. What they need more right now is more people to play it.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck would they? Yeah, if we name ourselves fucking, Bruce Willis, that'd be different, bro. But come on.
That Bruno podcast, baby.
And I also did it on purpose that I put Night Trap all together instead of separate. Bro.
Oh, man.
Sometimes we do it. Sometimes we do it.
Yeah, the
together.
space bar did help a lot.
Yeah. All right. So I gave it an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10 overall cultural value.
What are you gonna? You didn't even play it, but
Just by watching
That's an
everything,
automatic
it's
15.
a fucking 5.
That's a 5.
a fucking 5. It's not a
Yeah.
5 out of 10. It's a fucking 5.
For
bro.
me, it's a fucking 5. I cannot do it with my penis.
5 pumps. 5 pumps
Penis
out of
is
10.
Go like this. Everybody put their hands up.
Fuck you.
Oh, no. Get
Someone
that.
just passed me my cane.
Yeah,
Can
Where
barely
is
hold
it?
myself.
Where is the cane?
I'm your king, bro.
I threw it out. Sorry.
Oh, it's right there hanging in the
No,
back.
está colgando ahí esa cochina.
What are you
Anyways,
doing? What are you
Night Trap
giving?
Podcast. I think if you
Night Trap Podcast.
the Night Trap game itself.
Nitro game it.
Night Trap
Night Trap-
Podcast 10 out of 10,
The
bro.
Night Trap Podcast 11 out of 10. Night Trap game, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. I'm gonna tell you why. For those times, it was fucking groundbreaking. I remember being, sitting there in awe and wondering, like, wow, I can't believe that they can actually have films
Movies.
that interact with you when they really didn't interact with you. I have a very small memory of playing it at my actual fucking cousin's house. So I didn't pass it then. I passed it now.
The same cousin that Corpse Killer?
The same cousin that had Corpse Killer and fucking the Jaguar and all that other shit. Snatcher, which I wish you would have talked about in fucking
Snatch?
Cyberpunk, but whatever. Yeah, it's like, anyways, but it's like a fucking, it's like a Blade Runner game, but updated. Like I think Hideo Kojima did Snatcher, but whatever.
Oh, so it's
Night Trap itself.
Hydro. You do?
Hydro Kojima, baby.
Oh, that's
Hideo.
that's
Hideo.
Hideo's cussing.
Anyways,
You watch the game, you play the game, you get involved with the game. It's really strange to watch Dana Plato, past tense. You're watching beautiful women getting eaten by ninjas because they were supposed to be ninjas and it was too violent. Then they made them into vampires and they weren't really vampires. It's really strange. The gameplay is really weird, but
Just went down the fucking spiral.
to get the actual gameplay, to get it down, you feel at the end when you accomplish that shit and you save them, whether you realize you can't save everybody.
just when you finally go,
You fucking
fuck this game.
you pass the game
Fuck
and you
it,
get
my
one of the
$5
fucking shitty
back.
endings and you don't want to get the shitty ending. You're able to give yourself a shitty ending. The monsters at some point attack you. It's really, 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 really weird, interesting, groundbreaking for its time. Now it's such a nostalgia trip and you have to sit there and give the devil his due. Night Trap Podcast, what did I say, 6 out of 10?
Night Trap.
Night Trap. The Night Trap game itself.
Well, if we're doing the Nitro podcast,
The Night Trap Podcast game.
the game.
What is our game gonna be like?
Oh, let's make it
Oh
first.
no, it'll be a lot of shit, bro.
Negative.
Us
It will
yelling
be
at
on the
each other.
negative
Let's
numbers.
put the word out there. Somebody, bro.
What is the
Somebody
Night
with the
Trap Podcast
RPG
game
Maker
like?
make it.
Night Trap Podcast.
Well, video
I
games
erased
that
all
one.
of the fucking files. We gotta fucking do an episode
Yep.
right now immediately. Oh fuck. Beep, 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 beep.
Frustration of
We gotta,
this.
we
6 out
gotta,
of 10, 5 out of 10, 4 out of 10.
we gotta go against a shitty rival podcast. But anyways.
Which one? There's like 1,000 of them now.
Oh no, everybody knows. Well, no, nobody knows this one. So
Yeah.
don't worry
Yeah,
about
Don't
nobody
even
knows this
mention
one.
it.
No,
Not
no,
even
no.
for
I'm not even.
publicity.
That's why I'm not even mentioning it, dude.
Anyways, but
Just
such
don't
a
look
strange,
for that.
such an interesting fucking experience. Please play Night Trap just for the cultural significance. Give it an hour. If you're addicted to it, if you're a fucking perfectionist, if you have some sort of
Just
like
watch the movie.
hero quality, you're gonna love it.
So-
if you're just a regular gamer, you're gonna fucking hate the shit out of it.
Yeah.
So you gave it a 6, you gave it a 5, and I gave it an 8. So it's like around like a 7.
Yeah.
Overall, 6.8.
I think it's like a
6.8.
Something.
A happy dance.
I would have.
I mean, we could just add them and then divide it by 3, but why aren't we doing
Just because she's resting in peace.
that? But anyway,
Hey, ladies in lingerie, vampires, dead people.
not even lingerie, dude.
It's
Come on.
not even. It's
The bathroom scene
There's
is
only
lingerie.
one with a fucking nightgown.
Yeah, it's a nightgown.
And it's not even the full.
It's a
It's
nightgown.
abuelita.
Yeah, it's more like your grandma's Overwatch nightgown.
Yeah,
Oh, you can fucking watch it on YouTube. If it's
Yeah.
on YouTube, it's safe.
Personally, just
bad
watch it on
words.
YouTube.
No bad word. Dude, I really can't believe that they put it against Mortal Kombat. Doesn't even fucking.
Fucking politics don't know who to screw over. That's why.
Fuck.
It's because back in the day we didn't have nothing to complain about. This is before viruses and fucking World War. So
Well, we
whatever.
did have something
Well,
to
they're still-
complain. What
they're
if we had polio? Still
That-
then.
Anyway,
And then he turns all like this. We have polio.
you have polio, bro.
No, that wouldn't be worth it.
Let me see. Let me see your right arm and see if you have that fucking.
When
that
I get
means
better, I'll
it's-
kick you in the back of the neck.
Anyways,
Then you can see it.
anyways, with that said,
We're back to form, baby. Welcome back, Dr. Porno.
So
The
Nitro
doctor is back because
podcast,
of popular demand.
Nitro game. Now you know where it comes from.
Cultural
Now you know
significance.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
Now you know who thought about it.
So thank you guys for watching. Remember to follow us on everything. We have a TikTok now. Tenemos TikTok. No WhatsApp still.
No
No
WhatsApp. No WhatsApp.
Like a clock?
No WhatsApp though. Yeah, I wish, man. I wish it was just a clock. But okay, so follow us on fucking TikTok at Nitro
Subscribe.
Podcast. Follow us on Instagram at Nitro Podcast. Follow us on Facebook. Like us on Facebook at
You're
Nitro
still
Podcast.
Facebook?
They're still Facebook. And of course, click subscribe. That
Ring
little
the bell.
The little bell. The little Billy.
Yep.
Get some Taco Bell. Ring the bell.
No,
Enjoy the show.
they haven't sent us free shit. So
Turn this fool his fucking free birthday shit. Happy birthday! I didn't get you.
I'm too old. Anyway,
Put confetti coming down.
yeah, just kill me
One-
now.
One little thing.
So just one.
A dead clown.
Anyways, so thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time, bitches.
Stay horny.
Later.
Don't change.
Alright, where's my cane?